Hi, I'm Jennifer, and this is Blake, our certified professional ergonomist with Humantech. Recently, Blake was able to speak at the Global Packaging Summit. He spoke on making packaging usable for the aging population. Blake, tell us a little bit about your presentation. Exactly who consists of the aging population?
Good question. That's one of the things you have to define in a presentation like that. And for this presentation, I define the aging population as anyone over the age of 60. And that represents about 20% of the population.
Okay, so why is packaging something that we need to think about for this population?
Packaging is a very important question to ask and consider for this population, because most of them find it very difficult to open packaging. It could be a package full of food, drink, medicine, or even a personal product.
Okay, so why is that a problem?
As we age, our strength and dexterity actually starts to decrease, and a lot of people find it very difficult to open up some of these packages because of the force that's required to open them.
Okay. Well, like, how big of a problem is this for people?
It is a really big problem. What we find is about 90% of people will ask for help when opening up some of these packaging, or types of packaging, and about 70% of the people will say it's actually very hard to do.
Yeah.
And about 30% of the people might even hurt themselves.
Okay. Well, I know for myself, and I'm not over 60, but I have a hard time opening just jars and certain...
We'll try this one.
Let's see.
That took a lot of effort, didn't it?
It did, and it's already open.
Yeah.
It was already, like, the seal was broken. But yeah, I oftentimes have to have someone open something like that for me.
And that brings up another pretty interesting statistic. Is we find that about 50% of females cannot open about 50% of the jars that are inside their household. And that's a big problem.
Yeah. Well, why is this happening? As you get older, what happens to make this?
Okay. So as we get older, our strength capabilities decrease, our dexterity decreases. Okay. But one of the main reasons why our strength decreases is because our body isn't able to repair itself as well as it used to. Okay. It has limited blood flow to the area, which doesn't bring as much nutrients. So we start to get weaker as we get older.
Oh, well, what can we do about that?
Yeah. Well, resistance training helps.
Okay.
Some just regular general resistance training will help you increase or maintain your strength.
Okay. Well, so for these the older population, if they can't open, say this jar, their food items, I mean, what impact does that have on them?
It's a pretty big impact. We know as we age, we have more likelihood of exposure to a chronic disease. Mm-hmm. Chronic diseases are typically associated with some type of diet issue or malnutrition. Mm-hmm. And if we can't open these, we find that older people will choose not to eat. So if they can't open the packaging, they're not going to eat, and it's just going to accelerate that chronic disease.
Okay, well, what can we do to help them?
Three things that we can do. First is we can understand the strength capabilities of that older population. Mm-hmm. So we can figure out how much force they can grip a jar with, how much force they can apply to open it. The next thing we need to do, the second thing, is that we need to understand their kind of preferences. How do they like to open packaging? What are they good at?
Yeah.
And then the third thing is we need to design the packaging to meet those needs.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for the summary. Again, I'm Jennifer, and this is Blake from Humantech. For more videos like this, feel free to visit our website. We do have a videos page there, and thanks for joining us.